Two ways of thinking. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman, in his best-selling book Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow, talks about two different ways of thinking we use. The one is fast thinking and he calls it System 1. The other is slow thinking and he calls it System 2. Try to answer this question. What is 1 plus 1? 2. You quickly gave the answer. Actually, to give this answer, you need not think much. Now, solve this. 217 into 39. You will have to deliberately think about this calculation and do it. What happens is, in the first calculation, we used System 1 because it was a very obvious calculation for which you needn't use your thought process very deeply. But for the second calculation, you had to use the System 2. So see, the System 1, the thinking by System 1 is unconscious thinking. We unconsciously takes the decision or do the calculation. Such thinking is effortless, it is very fast and it is automatic. But the System 2, the thinking is a conscious thinking. It takes effort, it is slow, and we have to engage in this kind of thinking deliberately. For example, let's say some person throws a rope towards you shouting snake. So initially your System 1 kicks in and you try to run away from it because you find some danger into it. But if you carefully watch the rope and then you realize that okay, this is rope, not the snake, and after that by the deliberate thinking you don't run and stop there. If you can do this, this is System 2. So I hope you understand what is System 1 and System 2. Now quickly solve this question. A bat and a ball costs rupees 101 in total. The bat costs rupees 100 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Most people give the answer 1. But the answer is not correct. See, if you are giving the answer as 1, you have to think कि if the ball costs 1 rupees and then bat will cost 100 rupees more, that is 101 rupees, and the total will be 102. But here the total cost is already given 101. So the answer is not 1 rupee but 50 paise. Because if we have that cost as 50 paise, then the bat will cost 100 rupees and 50 paise and total will be 101. Now, if you could think this deliberately, then you will find out that your answer 1 is wrong. But what generally happens is we don't engage our System 2, we try to give the answer by the System 1. Now let's talk about some more examples of System 1 and System 2. Let's say there is a seasoned driver who have much practice of driving and he is driving on an empty road. In this case, he is engaging his System 1. He need not think much. If he has to drive in a crowded area, then he is using System 2 because he have to navigate through very narrow spaces and he have to use the brakes and accelerator again and again. In this case, he have to use the System 2. Or consider this second example. You suddenly hear a sound and your attention is grabbed by that sound and you turn your head towards that. When this happens, you are not engaging your thought process deliberately. It happens unconsciously, right? But let's say someone calls you after and you know that the voice is familiar but you haven't met that person recently. So you try to identify who is speaking at the other end of phone from their voice. So to do this, you have to engage your System 2 because you have to deliberately think, okay, is this person or that person and so on. I hope you are able to understand what is System 1 and System 2. Now, obviously, I hope you are able to think that system 2 generally gives us the right answer, because while using the system 2, we are doing it consciously. But we will have to think about these two systems in details. See, actually we use system 1 95% of the times, but we use system 2 only 5% of the times. Now, in system 2, where you are deliberately thinking, you are taking into consideration all the possible scenarios and then looking at the decision or the answer. Obviously, you must say that, okay, this system 2 is good then. Okay, but no, our biology does not support using system 2 all the time, because deliberate thoughts eat up much of the energy. And that's why for our survival, we must use the system 1 in maximum times. But the question is, if we are using system 1, then we are very susceptible to making mistakes. To avoid such mistakes, system 2 must kick in. So, if we understand what system 1 and system 2 is, then I think we can conclude this, that system 2 helps us take better decisions, making room for new information and perspective doing so. But system 2 needs much energy, so we cannot use it always. System 1 is used most of the time, but we should develop intuition on when our system 1 is about to make mistake, and then deliberately using the system 2 is the key to getting better in any field. So, use of system 1 and system 2 properly is very important for the students also, for the learners also. So I hope in this video you have learned about what system 1 and system 2 is.